All right, let's dive right in. We are going to unpack one of the coolest topics in tech right now. How in the world does artificial intelligence actually learn?
It's easy to think of AI as this one single magical thing. But the truth is, it's not magic at all. It doesn't just learn in one way. There are actually three completely different paths a machine can take to get smart. So that's the big question, right? How do they actually do it? We're about to break down all three of these paths, and I promise, by the end of this, you're going to see the world of AI in a whole new light. Okay, first things first, let's make sure we're on the same page. Artificial intelligence is the big picture idea, right? Building machines that can think or problem solve like us. Now, machine learning is a huge part of AI. It's basically the engine that powers it, using something called algorithms to learn from data. So what in the world is an algorithm? Honestly, the best way to think about it is like a recipe. That's it. It's just a set of instructions, a decision-making recipe that a computer follows to get to a solution. And here's that recipe in action. It's actually pretty simple. You start with input data, those are your ingredients. The algorithm processes it with its own rules, that's the cooking part, and then boom, you get an output, a prediction. But how does it come up with those rules in the first place? Well, that brings us to our very first path. First up, we've got path number 1, supervised learning. And the subtitle says it all, really. This is all about learning with the answers. So here's how it works. We give the AI a massive data set that's already been labeled with the right answers. Think of it like a giant stack of digital flashcards. The AI makes a guess, it checks the answer on the label, and it corrects itself. It just does this over and over and over again, millions of times, until it gets incredibly good at predicting the right answer for brand new data it's never seen. And trust me, you see this stuff everywhere. Businesses use it to predict which customers might be about to cancel their service. That way, they can step in and try to keep them. Or how about airlines predicting ticket prices? They feed the AI tons of historical data, and it learns to find the perfect price based on things like demand and the time of year. Okay, so supervised learning is fantastic when you've got that answer key. But what happens when you don't? What if you're just handed a giant, messy, completely unlabeled pile of data and told, hey, find something interesting in here? Well, this is exactly where our second path, unsupervised learning, comes in. Think of this one as the AI playing detective. Its whole job is to find hidden patterns. So with this method, the algorithm gets a data set with absolutely no labels, no cheat sheet. Its only mission is to sift through all that information and find natural groups or clusters. It's incredible at spotting similarities that a person might totally miss, and it basically organizes chaos into these really useful hidden patterns. A classic example of this is customer segmentation. An online store can throw all of its customer data into an unsupervised model, and it will automatically group similar shoppers together. This is a game changer for businesses because now they can create really targeted marketing for each one of those unique groups. So we've had learning with the answers and learning without them. But our final method? This is a whole different animal. This is how an AI learns from nothing but pure experience. Welcome to path number 3, reinforcement learning. And the most intuitive way to think about this is exactly what it says, learning by trial and error. So here we have what's called an agent, that's our AI, and it exists inside some kind of environment, like a video game or a simulation. The agent takes actions in that environment, gets feedback, and then it adapts. It's just a constant loop of trying things and learning from the result. And this learning loop is so simple, but so powerful. The agent tries something. If it's a good move, it gets a reward, like points in a game. If it's a bad move, it gets a penalty. The AI's only goal is to get the highest score possible. So over millions and millions of tries, it literally teaches itself the perfect strategy to win. And a really cool real-world example, a self-driving car. In a simulation, the AI is rewarded for following the rules of the road and punished for making mistakes. Through this relentless process of trial, error, and feedback, it actually learns the incredibly complex art of driving without a human programming every single little rule. It's amazing. All right, we have been on a journey. We've covered supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. So now let's put them all side by side and see how they really stack up. This chart just makes it all crystal clear. For data type, supervised needs labeled data. Unsupervised works with unlabeled data. And reinforcement? It starts with no data at all, just an environment.
Their goals are different too. Supervised predicts, unsupervised discovers patterns, and reinforcement just tries to maximize its reward. And our analogies? They hold up perfectly, learning with answers, finding hidden patterns, and learning by doing.
So what's the big takeaway here? What does all this mean when you're actually trying to build something intelligent?
And here it is. The most crucial thing to remember is that there's no single best way for an AI to learn. It's not one size fits all. The right method always depends on the problem you're trying to solve and the kind of data you have. The real genius of modern AI is knowing which of these tools to pull out of the toolbox for the right job.
Hey, if you enjoyed breaking down this complex topic with me, make sure to subscribe for more simple AI explanations. Thanks for watching.